For more than a decade together on screen and in real life, Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe have always been the focus of a series of questions from fans and global media. The main actor couple of Outlander not only impressed with their chemistry in every scene but also with their close, mysterious and attractive relationship in real life. Although they always affirmed that they are just close friends, the sweet moments between them still make the audience raise a series of hot questions. Are Sam and Caitriona really just friends? Are there any secrets they have never revealed? Why don't they date in real life? And what really happens behind the scenes of Outlander? In a recent online exchange, Sam and Caitriona frankly faced those questions, and once again made fans confused between the fragile line between friendship and love. When asked about their explosive on-screen chemistry, Caitriona laughed, "I think it comes from absolute trust. We understand each other, respect each other and are not afraid to show our most genuine emotions when working together." Sam was more witty. "Maybe it's because she always knows how to make me laugh even in the middle of the most stressful scenes." However, the question that really heated up the atmosphere was, why have you two never dated, even though the whole world is waiting for it? Sam pondered for a moment and then answered with sincerity, "We thought about it, but in the end we realized that our current relationship is too precious to trade for just a fleeting feeling. We choose to preserve our friendship rather than risk love, which can sometimes break everything." Caitriona continued, her eyes slightly thoughtful, "We always have each other, but not in the way people think. Sometimes you don't have to be lovers to be the most important person in someone's life." Those shares added fuel to the fire, making fans even more curious about the true nature of their relationship. They have never confirmed that they were in love, but they have never denied the possibility. It is this ambiguity that has created an unfinished story, making people both admire and feel troubled. Another question that also delighted the audience: what makes you two feel most uncomfortable about each other on set? Sam did not hesitate to answer. She is always a few minutes late, and never admits it. Caitriona immediately refuted, half jokingly, "I was just busy getting my hair done to look better. And he has a habit of joking at the wrong times, which makes me unable to concentrate." The two laughed like longtime friends, making everyone feel the inseparable bond between them, even though it was not a normal love between a man and a woman. In particular, when asked about the most difficult scene together, Caitriona did not hesitate. It was the farewell scene at the end of season 2, when Claire had to leave Jamie to return to the 20th century. "We both cried, not only because of the character but also because of the feeling of separation between two actors who had been together for so long." Sam nodded in agreement. "I remember that at that time, no one said anything, just silently hugged each other for a long time after the director called, cut. There are emotions that cannot be acted out, only felt from the heart. But what surprised many people the most was the answer to the last question. If Outlander ends one day, what will happen to you?" Sam answered without hesitation, "We will still be friends. We may not work together every day, but we will definitely always be there when the other needs us." Caitriona added, "I think we've been through too much together to lose each other just because a project ends." The conversation ended, but the questions did not. Sam and Caitriona, although not dating, have created a beautiful and deep friendship story, which is sometimes more lasting than love. They are proof that not every deep connection has to lead to a romantic relationship. And perhaps it is that very thing, that ambiguity, that incompleteness but authenticity, that makes millions of fans around the world unable to stop loving and being curious about them. And perhaps, sometimes the questions are not as important as the journey to find the answers. And for Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe, that journey is still continuing, as mysterious and fascinating as the Outlander story they wrote together. At the end of the interview, Sam and Caitriona's eyes still shone with warmth and understanding, something that not every couple of colleagues has. After all these years, they are not just co-stars but companions on the journey of maturity, overcoming the pressure, rumors and challenges of the harsh entertainment industry. A curious reporter asked, "What if one day, fate brings the two of you together in a different way, not as friends, but as lovers?" Caitriona smiled gently, subtly. "There are always things in this life that no one can predict. But I believe that, no matter what happens, we will still be important people in each other's lives. Love has many forms, and our current form is appreciation, deep respect." Sam also agreed. "We don't label this relationship. What's important is the feeling of safety, the place you can lean on when things get too noisy out there. I don't think everyone has that, and I'm really grateful. Perhaps it's this maturity and understanding that has helped them maintain a rare balance in a relationship that is always scrutinized by public opinion. Instead of denying or confirming rumors, they choose to live true to their feelings, without having to prove anything to the world." Fans, although sometimes a little disappointed because their dream of on-screen love did not come true, gradually understand that Sam and Caitriona have given each other something even more precious, that is, long-term, unconditional, and selfless companionship. A rare friendship in the entertainment industry full of scandals and competition. After the conversation, Sam and Caitriona returned to their daily lives. Sam continues with new projects, more challenging roles, while Caitriona spends time with her family and the social activities she is passionate about. They don't appear together as much as before, but whenever they mention each other, their eyes still shine with respect and love. On another occasion, when asked if they ever regretted not trying to date in real life, Sam answered gently, "No. I think, if we dated, we might have lost the most precious thing right now. And I don't want to trade that for anything." That answer, although not what fans expected, is the most sincere truth. Not every connection needs to be defined by romantic love. Sometimes, a strong friendship, a spiritual bond is what lasts forever. Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe, although not a couple in the conventional sense, together they have written a beautiful story, beyond the framework of the screen and become a symbol of trust, companionship and understanding. And perhaps, it is the questions without clear answers that make their story so captivating, like an unfinished novel, leaving readers with curiosity and hope that, somewhere, the most genuine relationships do not need to be named to last long.